Hi, this is a presentation for students, and it can be for any level, for kindergarten, middle school, high school. Where can you find ideas? So here are some of my books, and I can tell you that most of my books, well, I think all my books, unless it's like Boitatá, the Fire Snake, is about a legend from Brazil. And Brazil is a board book about Brazil. My book, Bella's Recipe for Success, was based on my daughter and how perfectionist she was. And I wanted to teach kids it's okay to make a mistake, it's okay to try again. If a Babysitter is a Bruja was about, illustrated by Irena Freitas. Bella is illustrated by Geraldine Rodriguez. Is about when my daughter thought I was a witch because I was strict to her and said, "We have to leave now." And she told me I was not her mom, I was a witch. And this story got into my head and ended up being If a Babysitter is a Bruja, a witch. Abuela Super Capa. It is about my mom's relationship with my younger son and how she played superheroes with him. And in this story, she's going to get sick, and he has to deal with grieving that she cannot play with him as superheroes anymore. La Mala Suerte is following me, is about having a positive attitude, a positive mindset, and determination when you have a goal and not believing like everything's not going to work and having this negative attitude or believing. In this case, the bad luck is following you is based on my husband when he had to take a test and he was being very negative, not believing he could do it. Vera La Valiente Scare is based on my son's, that he was scared of a roller coaster, and me, my teacher Vera, who was a very brave girl. So I match stories here. Sticky Hermana or La Hermana Pegajosa is about me and my sister. My younger sister was very sticky. So you can see that most of my stories come from my memories. So I always tell the students, try to mine your memories and find about moments that were very special to you. It can be fun memories, right? Playing with friends, pets, grandparents. It can be sad memories. In this case, here, Bella is very sad because she cannot do anything right. And here, Louis is very sad because grandma, abuela, cannot play with him. And here, La Mala Suerte, he's very sad because he failed his exam and he doesn't think he can play on his tournament because La Mala Suerte is following him. It can be a day that you got so angry. It can be a day that you got scared. In here we have, if a babysitter is a bruja and she is scared of the babysitter, she thinks she is a bruja. And here Vera is scared of the roller coaster. It can be a funny moment. Maybe you remember a funny moment. So try to mine your memories and think about things that happens to you, to your family, to your kids, to your friends. And it can be also a proud moment. You got an A on your test, you won your tournament, or you face some kind of fear. We also can look around and we can see so many things going on. People doing funny stuff, people getting sad, people getting scared. So take a look, observe your surroundings, and you can find a lot of things going on. And then you choose something. Oh, I want to talk about this airplane that crashed. Or I want to talk about why is this bear here carrying so many things and he's walking around the airport and things like that. So this is another way of getting ideas. Mix a little bit of what if. So let's see that you say, okay, with the babysitter is a bruja. My daughter was calling me a bruja, but what if she was not calling me a bruja? She was calling a babysitter a bruja because she was new and she was afraid of the unknown. What if it was Halloween? What if she can think about many, many ways of trying to trick the bruja with some magic potion and other tricks? Also, you can mix memories, right? So you can do like, as I said, for Vera La Valiente, I got my sister that was very valiente, my son who had miedo de la montaña rusa, and then I create Vera La Valiente. So you can mix some of your memories into one story. When I'm trying to write story, I have to read a lot of books. So let's see if I'm going to write a book about Cinderella or a fractured tale, like I'm going to change Cinderella a little bit. I wrote a story called Danzarello, and I had to read a lot of books. And then one day, based on what I know from Cinderella and what I when I read Out of the Blue and the Great Puppy Invasion, it wow, inspiration for me to create a story about Danzarello, a boy who lives in a city where nobody can dance. They are forbidden to dance or have fun. So you can see that by reading books, also other ideas will mix with your memories or with stories that you want to talk about and create different things. Yeah, that's what what if I said, what if La Babysitter is una baby, a bruja is a babysitter, and we have some imagination for Halloween. La mala suerte, what if the boy has a negative attitude because he believes la mala suerte follows him at some stakes. He has a soccer tournament. So in this case, my husband had a test, but because it was a kid's book, I decided that he has a soccer tournament, and if La Mala Suerte keeps following him and he's the goalie, it's not gonna be good, right? You can also look at writing prompts. There are some sites where you can find writing prompts. Your teacher might give you some writing prompts, and then you can like, whoa, I have an idea. One day I got very surprised when and think about what you would come up with. So always add a lot of imagination. And then after writing the story, show it to your friends. They can help check if the story is clear, is it confusing, is it engaging, is it fun, are there any errors, and many more things they can help you with. So those are some ways to get ideas. But remember, when you mind your memories and you have your ideas, don't let your memory, the true story, get into the way of a good story. That means if your idea is fun, but you can add some more imagination, you can add a twist, you can add what if, you can transform the real story into a more fun story. Unless you're writing a memory, you can always add more stuff or change it, twist it, like I did with Babysitter, so it is more fun and is more relatable to your readers. And here is my website if you want to contact me, if you want to check other teacher's guide activities that I have for kids and for writers. Take a look at annafiction.com and you can contact me there too. Muchas gracias. Bye.